What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is excuse me, Ready to Love season 6 episode 4. So it's a ladies elimination week, so we are meeting in the lounge, the ladies lounge, and Tommy's talking to the ladies. Looney is back from having the roni ron, and it's her first time in the ladies lounge, and so he's letting everybody know, listen, I've planned a day of activities. It's going to be, a day party. Then we're going to transition into a night, all-white night event. And so I want y'all to definitely make sure that y'all are mixing and mingling, getting to know everybody, blah, 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 child. So we start off with, so let's just get into some of the things that we saw, okay? So first of all, Randall and Kayla go out on a one-on-one date. Now, Randall seems to be the pick this season. Y'all know it's always that one guy that all the ladies seem to gravitate to, or at least that's how it's edited, right? I remember Philip a couple of seasons ago, and Jay, and they're always gonna be this guy. So that's what it seems like, and it's usually one on the lady side too. And again, at least that's how they edit it. So Randall and Kayla go out. Now they said they hadn't had a chance to really, have a lot of one-on-one time. So it seems like they had like a decent date, a real cute date. They went out to lunch. Looked like the restaurant was a cute little situation. And the biggest thing I took away from that little date was that they talked about kids in the future. And Randall was saying how, he's ready to have kids, but he wants to get to know his woman first. Like whoever he gets with and dates and marries, he wants them to have a couple of years to themselves before they bring children into the equation, which is good. He said that he wants kids with an S, and Caleb was like, how many S's you putting on that kids? And she was saying she's open to a kid, maybe 2, but that was about that. But it looked like it was a decent date. So then we have Jamila and Justice. Justice, why are you here? Really, why are you here? Are you here just to get on TV? Are you here to, why are you here? Because I do not feel like you are at all interested in really finding love. I just don't. There's always one that you feel like, because he said, and listen, I don't have a problem with somebody telling me I don't feel like I need to spend a lot of money to date. Because, listen, life is life, love is love, situations are situations. And I have male friends, and they talk about how much it costs to date because of, the expectation that they pick up the tab. You go out to a decent restaurant, or you go to dinner, you go to a movie. By the time you do dinner and a movie these days, you done spent $100. And you may never see that person again because y'all didn't click, or they ghost you, or you ghost them, or whatever. I don't have a problem with Justice saying, listen, I ain't really trying to spend a whole lot of money to date. But it's the way that you express that. It's the way that you share that thought with people, so that it doesn't come off sounding asshole-ish. And just as you come off sounding asshole-ish, okay? It's just, again, like even at the end of this episode, at the white party, Justice ended up leaving early. Now, he sounds like he had a legit reason he had to leave. It was a work thing. He had to go. It was just the way he did it. Y'all know I say all the time, it's things that you do, you have to do them in decency and in order. And I just feel like there was no decency or order in the way he handled that situation with Tommy. Tommy is in this scenario, Tommy is your boss. You don't just tell another employee, yo, I gotta dip out early, let the boss know. No. You give Tommy the respect to say, listen, I have to go. I know that they have to set that there's a commitment that has to be made, that they have to be available for these events. But life is life, and I still got to pay my bills. And I don't think there would have been an issue, because things have been done in the past to make allowances for people who have other commitments outside of filming the show. You were there the majority of the day. I don't think the issue was that you left early. I think the issue was that of how you left early. But neither here nor there. That's Justice, child. So then we have Tommy's all-day party. So the first half of the party is like a game, like a get together, and they have like the games, the Jengas and that kind of stuff. Those are always fun. If you ever been to one of those bars that have like the adult games, or at least the games that they've turned into adult games, they're fun. And the way they had this, they had them doing things, dancing, dance with the person you like, all that kind of stuff. It was cute. Everybody looked like they were having a good time. So, of course, we have some mixing and mingling. Randall got a lot of connections, okay? We got Kayla, we got Danica, whatever her name is, child, and Jamila. Listen, ain't no disrespect if I say your name wrong. I even wrote it down. So a lot of people feeling Randall, so I feel like I already see that's gonna be a problem because we had a little jealousy. We had a little why she talking to him, why he talking to her. He's spending too much time with her. I know it was already a little bit of that, so I anticipate there's gonna be some issues with Philip in five. I mean with Randall in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we have a situation. We have Zoe and Charisse and Mike. They look like they okay. So I didn't review last week's episode. I was on vacation. I didn't get my DVR didn't pick it up, so I didn't see it. But from the previews, it looked like, or the recap, it looked like there was some sort of kerfuffle between Cherie and Mike. So they had a chance to talk and sort of clear the air. Charisse said his kids were baggage. He said, "Well, you not having kids is a red flag," and it just sounded like it was a nasty episode. But it looks like they were able to talk it out and clear it up. I have here in my notes 20 engaged and not married. Maybe it was supposed to be 2 times engaged and not married, but I didn't put the name here who it was, so I apologize, y'all. I feel like that might have been Zoe and Cherie, because Charisse was talking to Zoe. And Zoe was explaining how he was with a woman for a long time, and he felt like the expectation was that it was time for them to get engaged. So he asked her to marry him, but he knew he was making a mistake, and literally the next day, he canceled the engagement. Listen, it was 7 years ago, so I ain't going to give you too much on that. I ain't going to beat you up too much on it. And although I respect the fact that you realized you made a mistake and you backed out of it before it became a bigger mistake, however, I'm going to need you to have figured it out before you actually sat down and bought a ring and got down on one knee and proposed to this woman. But again, it happened. I'm not going to beat you up too much about it. I'm going to just let that go. There was a situation where the people, a couple of the ladies, and I believe it was Mike, were talking about Charisse. Now, Shakira decided that she was going to excuse herself from the situation because she was like, listen, I don't do drama. I ain't about to sit here. I don't want to be no parts of it. I don't want my name to be floating around. I don't want nobody to be like, well, Shakira, you was sitting there when we said, So she got ready to excuse herself. And one of the ladies, who I didn't write her name down, she was like, oh, well, you know, Shakira, because of her past trauma, she deals with things differently. So now Shakira is like, are you serious right now? Like, are you really sitting here telling people my business? Are you really sitting here getting, like, we had a private conversation in the, well, not private. We had, I thought, a confidential conversation in the ladies' lounge. And even though I don't shy away from my past, I'm very peculiar and particular about when and where I share my story. And I don't feel like it's your business. Like, she didn't say this when she said in her confessional, but she was very upset that she felt like this woman took it upon herself to share her story. I would have felt the same way, and I would have been pissed off about it. And so, Shakira, you have every right to your feelings about the fact that this woman, and it wasn't even so much that she shared your story. It was that she minimized your reaction to the bullshit by saying, oh, well, you know, she's got trauma, so that's why she's leaving the conversation. No, she's leaving the conversation because she don't want to be a part of this catty gossip. That's it. And it don't have nothing to do with her trauma. It has to do with the fact that she doesn't want to be a part of this catty gossip, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. We see Randall with Kayla. She was jealous. Swazzy and Caden. Swazzy said that he don't really want to do this whole dating 10 people thing, so he just gonna focus on one woman, and that might come back and bite him in the butt later, but he just not with it. Okay, then this is what I'm gonna say to you, Swazzy. Then this show probably just ain't for you. You knew what it was when you signed up. Now, maybe once you got in here, you realize that this ain't your stilo, this ain't your style, and you can't really do the whole dating multiple people thing. That's fine. I respect that. Maybe that's what you realize. But, sir, let's not sit here and act like you didn't know what it was, okay? Whatever. And is it going to come back and bite you in the butt? Probably. LJ is the ladies' man. He's saying whatever needs to be said to anybody. He's talking to all the romantical stuff. He's saying to me, LJ is that dude that sells you champagne wishes, you know what I'm saying, on probably a Corona budget, right? He's saying all the stuff that he thinks women want to hear. He's saying all the stuff that he thinks are in these Harlequin romance novels that women read, that they want their Prince Charming to sweep them up. Oh, I'm gonna fly you out to Cancun, and we're gonna, go jet skiing. He gonna say we're gonna do some scuba diving. You probably never did that before, sir. Stop acting like scuba diving is an exotic activity that people don't do. You can go scuba diving as an excursion on a damn Carnival cruise. Let's stop acting like you putting up something that, oh my goodness, I know you've never done this before, sir. What? And I mean, maybe not like the top level scuba diving when you're doing deep dive, but sir, you can sign up and do some scuba diving on a child. Y'all really be underestimating people, acting like y'all bringing something to the table that people can't do on their own. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. Get back to my notes, child. So LJ, he just looking like he just a ladies' man or whatever. We saw Samson. Samson was talking to Charisse, talking about how he want to get to know women. He talking about how he loved black women, and he was saying women of color. And Charisse was like, I really appreciate that, because I feel like down here in Miami, men don't appreciate that. And I'm just like, I don't live in Miami, so I can't adjust to that. But when you say people of color, you talking about black people, because there's a lot of people, quote unquote, people of color in Miami. Well, you talking about black women? That's two different conversations, okay? I'm gonna need you to be clear, use your words intentionally. I like Samson, but I'm starting to feel like Samson is surface. Again, I don't know if I'm getting a deep Samson. I liked him at first, but I don't know, Samson. You're gonna have to show me some things. I don't know. Samson, I'm gonna leave that in my back pocket. Okay. So the tops seem to be Samson, Randall. We got Swazzy, and Mike as honorable mentions. Their name came up a few times, but just as much as their name came in the top, their name came in the bottom. So for right now, Samson, Randall, you real safe until you piss the wrong woman off. Okay, you real safe. Now in the bottom, we had Justice, Zoe, Mike, and Swazzy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So at the end, they left us with a cliffhanger on this one. We didn't really get an elimination. We're gonna see who is eliminated next week. But I really feel like it's gonna be Justice, because of the way he left, and Tommy not being happy, and the fact that he decided to leave the event and not tell nobody. And Tommy even said that. He was like, how you not going to tell me? Again, I don't think it was the fact that he left the event. I think it was how he did it and how he chose to respond to it. Now, again, this could all be edited. You know, he may have told production he was leaving, and they just chose to edit it that way. But then what that says to me is that they wanted to get rid of you, okay? When you get the bad edit, it's because they didn't want you there. That's just that. Moving on. So we didn't get an elimination, but I will say we know it's not Zoe, because Zoe in the damn previews for next week. But it was Zoe and LJ who were actually in the bottom. But I don't think either one of them are going to get eliminated. I really think Justice is going to get eliminated, but that's just me. Well, maybe they won't eliminate him while he's not there, but we know it ain't Zoe, because hell, Zoe gets into an argument with Charisse next week. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.